So here we are back once again. So let's continue. So next step is Carrie's Ford, which we said earlier. So here, this is the first time they are once again they are meeting that's another very dangerous dark friend, and he may be there was a fade also associated with that.
Yeah,
okay, so after a long time,
but he wasn't as close as the one they met from before.
Yeah. So they try to escape, and somehow they end up with a very nice farmer.
Yeah, and
he that guy.
He gave them some scarves and stuff, and he offered.
No, this is the second guy. This guy doesn't give this guy.
He offers them a ride to Camelin.
Camelin, the greatest city in Andar, the capital of Andar. And during this journey only, they hear a lot about the history of Camelin and the country of Andar and what is happening in this part of the world. So there was a news that a lot of people are going towards Camelin
to meet the false dragon.
To see the false dragon Logain taken from south from Tyr all the way to Tarvalan to get an audience with the to get arrested with by the Aes Sedai. So they are taking them all the way to the Amerlin seat in this place, Tarvalan. So at that juncture,
around this time we saw something about the world. You showed me like the whole entire globe and like how the city of like the land of Andor is pretty much and like since there's 14 books, we just finished one. All the land in the one book's nothing compared to the whole entire.
That's not related to this.
Yeah, boy. Around this time we saw.
But it's huge. I'm so excited after seeing that. Okay, coming back to this. So these guys, let's finish Randalthar. Okay, so Randalthar, he goes over there and then he goes to the very nice place.
He remembers to find a guy named Master Gil.
Master Gil, because that was the name given by
Tom.
By Tom. The name of the place is called Queen's Blessing Inn. So there he goes there and he stays there. Master Gil says that he is a very good friend of Tom, but he was a little bit reluctant. But meanwhile, over there, he buys some red color cloth or white color cloth, and he just covers his Heron sword. And because that's very, very important, because Queen Morgus, her men are red color faction, and the other opposite faction are the one who are opposing. They are white because they don't like the queen associated with the
red.
With the Tarvalan Aes Sedai. So those
the white faction, what you're talking about, the white cloaks.
White cloaks, the red cloaks and the white cloaks. Okay. So that's how he randomly buys a red color cloth. So people think that he is a red guy, that he is a Queen Morgus associate. Anyway.
He's a queensman.
Queensman. He's a queenman. Okay. And then, so he gets very much bored and then only we know that this fellow is extremely sick.
Matt
is extreme. He cannot even visit. So this guy gets upset and he said, okay, let me go for a walk. And then he goes to the Logan.
Before that, we find and learn about the Ogier.
Loyal. I like that character. So Loyal
later on becomes a very big character. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
I like that. I like that character actually. Yeah. So he's a very nice guy. Loyal, and he talks a lot about the old history. From there only I got a lot of information. He is from studying,
and he left all the other Ogiers to learn about the rest of the world, because he only was able to look at it in books and stuff. So it's a very new.
He looks like a character something out of a Harry Potter movie. He is not very aggressive. You know, in Harry Potter we have weird creatures. They are not very aggressive. They are meant for children, right? So that's how I feel that this character is straight out of Harry Potter. And he's a very tall guy, like a giant kind of guy. But He's very gentle, very
he's
gentle.
a big friendly giant.
Big friendly giant, and I like it the way he talks.
Yeah.
And people misunderstood initially when he came as a
Yeah.
Trolloc, but of course, he stays in the library like you and me.
And he he's with Rand is always with him. Later on,
Books. He read lot of books
to learn more about the world, because he's been
world,
stuck in this setting. And another thing, the Ogiers, it's like they live to be very, very old. So like years are just like minutes to them. So they've been through even the 100-year war. They've been still there. They've been there since the beginning. So like a minute is like a year. A minute to them is a year to us, pretty much.
It was a very, very, very interesting topic, and he became very friendly with him. Then later he goes out. He was so much excited to see Logain, and he goes to the city. And that juncture only we get to know how big the city of Camelin is, and they gave a lot of explanation to that. And at the end of it, when he was about to see that Logain guy, he was seen by that beggar. Beggar, and that fellow tries to identify him and try to attack him. So this fellow runs away. So Randalthar ends up in going to the top of some random building.
No, it's a tree.
It's a tree. From there he went to some another building.
And then some because this is the end of chapter 40. So this is the chapter 40, and we'll talk more. We'll go into more explanation tomorrow. Someone finds him like, hey, what are you doing up there in the tree?
And then he falls from the wall, and he comes with a thud. He comes down and he hears a girl's voice. What's this guy's doing? So let's see what happens in the next video. But before that, we need to talk about what happened to Egwene and Perrin once that fight is over. That is the most dangerous part. So those two people, Egwene and Perrin, they get arrested by the White Cloaks. White Cloaks are not White Cloaks. White Cloaks are the Children of the Light. They're the same thing. They're the same. Okay, White Cloaks.
Just different names.
Like
Balsamon. The Dark One.
Okay. So the Children of the Light are against the Dark Lord, Balsamon, but they are crazily, they are very much militaristic. Randomly, they without any reason, they are antagonistic towards these people. And then they were tortured.
Yeah.
And we get introduced to two interesting characters. One is Geoffrey Bonhart, and another is Child Bias. Child Bias is a sadistic guy who tries to torture people.
Yeah. But that's in the next.
No. This is here in this chapter. I read it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we get introduced to them. We get introduced to them for the first time. And I thought that fellow Geoffrey Bonhart will be a nice guy because he's an old guy, like a grandfatherly face. But that fellow also seems to be...
He's the worst.
He's the worst, yeah. He told very clearly that, unless you confess, you will be... Either Matt will be given to the Cosinus to touch. Perrin will be given to the Cosinus to extract the truth, and the other girl will be killed. Very easily, he said. At this juncture only, I got impressed that two important people took inspiration from this. One is George R. Martin taking inspiration from that guy Geoffrey Bias. There's similar kind of grandfatherly character in Game of Thrones. He's a very nice guy actually. His name is called Sir Barristan Selmy. When this guy got introduced, I imagined him looking like Sir Barristan Selmy. And the most important of all, the Cosinus. The Cosinus. Do you know whom I remember the Cosiner? Whenever Cosiner?
Who?
Sand.
Sandang
Glokta. He's a Cosiner. He's a torturer.
Technically, wouldn't he also be to the... Because I know sometimes you talk about it to me. Like he's also an older guy too.
No. He's not an older guy. He's a middle-aged guy. Not old, but a middle-aged guy. His name is Sandang Glokta. He's a torturer, and he's called the Cosiner. Okay, I love that character. When you're big enough, I will allow you to read that book. Okay, but it's very violent. But that character development for Santa and Glokta is very, very good. So now I understand why people think that Robert Jordan is an inspiration for so many current set of authors. No doubt.
But
So many. I can tell so many
But
examples.
I'm kind of waiting to read the end because the author changed because in the middle of the series, Robert Jordan passed away. I'm pretty sure.
That is in the book number 12. He passed away.
Yeah, so
12, 13, 14 was written by Brand Sanderson.
Yeah, because I'm trying to want to see the difference in the writing.
But people say that there was not much different. Actually, they were very happy that Brandon Sanderson wrote and he gave a good conclusion to it. People are very much happy about it. There's no complaint about those books.
He probably was trying to.
12, 13, 14. Yeah. But anyway, the current pace at which we were reading is very, very good. Especially, I took a lot of time, but I enjoyed each and every moment. Especially, I loved that in these coming chapters. Especially, I loved that all those excitement when Matt and Randall Thar got caught in four kings. That is a very tense situation.
But in this reading, the action is nothing compared to the last 10 chapters.
Okay, let's not talk about it.
Especially even the last chapter.
I know. Let's not talk about it right now. Let's get only with whatever that we have done right now. Okay, and it has been a long time since I read it. It's almost 1 month since I read all these chapters. That's why I could not, recollect many intricate details. But whatever that is very important, I think we have discussed. We have not missed anything. In the next chapter, we will continue. So tomorrow will we be back with the second and the last part?
The last 10 chapters.
Okay, then. So let that be. So let's see it tomorrow. Okay. Good night. Bye bye.